remember my first protest was when I was 6 years old and when I still lived in Kutaisi, because we had no electricity and no water for days. As long as I remember myself, we've been protesting out in the streets almost every year, several times a year, because there's always something to protest. We remember a lot of things, like the tents in front of the parliament that were here for months and people were living in them. We remember so many clashes between special forces and the citizens. From protest to protest, we grew as the community and we learned so many things. We tried the protest to be peaceful, but it's not only up to us, of course. And at some point, even this year, last year also, and years before, it can get really dangerous for the citizens. We were just standing in front of Parliament. It was already late evening, and suddenly they started bombing us with these gas balloons, and it was really hurtful, because you can't breathe, and it feels like a panic attack. Even when you are in the bad condition, these kind of things gives you strength, and you realize that you're not afraid. On 18th of May, we had a really big exhibition opening, and it was the most turbulent week in the midst of protests, and Parliament decided to vote for this law. At some point we thought that maybe we should postpone the opening, maybe it's not the right time for art. We talked about it, and then we realized that there's no such thing like wrong time for art, because we believe that art is the very powerful weapon, like tool to change some things. And I think the worse the situation gets, the louder art should be, and we should do more. We should use this tool more often, more wisely. I think it's another kind of communication, and you are not holding the banner and shouting in front of Parliament, but you do it in the exhibition space, and you try to reach to more people with the images, with visual images or poetry or music. If it works for one, it's already a success. Before they adopted the foreign agents law, Russian law, we already had big problems in the cultural sphere, because the Ministry of Culture for years now is trying to silence the contemporary art actors and give more space to the like folklore and kind of art that they think is more important. That's why they are not financing like any of contemporary art projects, and to be honest, we also stopped applying, because Ministry of Culture has this very bad reputation right now, and Minister herself. And any kind of collaboration with them is something that we don't want to do. But it's a pity because it's our money, we pay it from our taxes, and in the end it should come back to us. Censorship is everywhere. First they attacked the museums and they let all the professionals go, they just fired them. Then they attacked the cinema, and a lot of good projects were stopped because of that. And the Academy of Arts is not independent, it's under the control of Ministry of Culture. And the small organizations and galleries are like these small oases, you know, that do the work by themselves, on their own. We're working on different projects with several international partners. I think the Magic Carpets is one of the biggest because we have 16 partners from different countries. And we're doing such important work actually, because the communities that we choose, they get involved in these kind of projects very rarely, maybe even never. So it's a good chance for us and for them and for the artists also to work together. But yeah, I think this law will affect every project, including Magic Carpets projects. But again, I hope that we will find some kind of way to continue doing what we're doing. Why the democracies are failing? I wish I knew the answer on that, you know, like, of course these things are happening in Georgia, but also around the world. People are making wrong decisions, and you know, there are ongoing wars and hunger and the big problem of immigration. We're making one bad decision and then another and then another. I don't know what can be the fate of humanity even after 10 years, because you know, it doesn't need that much time to ruin everything. The building is what requires time. I think October is one of the important moments in the recent history of Georgia, because these elections, they mean a lot. Frankly, my brain cannot even process the possibility of Georgian Dream winning again and us being stuck with them for 4 more years, because I think these 4 years will be enough for Georgia to get as closer to Russia as Russia wants. And we've been that, we've done that, we don't want to do it again, because first time we survived, second time we survived, but this time I don't think that we will have enough energy left. Of course there's a hope, because it's impossible not to have hope, especially when you see so many people beside you, and I think that is the source of hope. And this huge force that people have, at some point we thought that it was gone, and this May we found out that it's very much alive and very much ready to resist and fight. So yeah, this is a source of hope, that no matter what, we have each other, we have each other's back. I have a hope for the people who are in the streets and for the people who are not yet, but who are on the same side as we are. Sorry if it's a bit noisy because I'm on the demonstration. So it's 70th day of the demonstration now. Every day the Rustaveli Avenue in front of the parliament is like there are people, sometimes more, sometimes less, but the road is closed every day. 50 people are still in jail. They don't have any evidences against them. A very important thing is that they are initiating new laws and adjusting some old laws to the new regime. It's all against the free manifestation, protests. First, they prohibited to cover your face while you're attending protests. Now they are fining people for closing the roads, even though they never have evidence against these people. All these new laws and adjustments are made to frighten people and to somehow make them like stay home and not to protest anymore. It's not working so far, but we don't know what will happen tomorrow. What I can say then is that we're still fighting. We're not gonna surrender. We're not gonna stop. This is the only way of resistance we know, to stay in the streets, because it's clear now that Georgian dream is going from autocracy to dictatorship, and if we stop now, we'll lose freedom and democracy and the country itself.
Ai,